to our crew after that Pharaoh's mission. Wait, let's go talk to Joker. Does he have some thoughts on this? Joker.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Okay, sounds good.
I have to go.
I'll try
Alright,
to
see ya.
try to do that. Go down there in a minute. See if Shock Loss has anything to say. Probably not, but also.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
There's not.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Been a great friend. Shock was been a great friend. Should go to locker. Yes. Kaden. How you feeling, bud?
Anything you need, Commander?
I'd like some tactical appraisal.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with Jong, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
Nice. Looking for some personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They shouldn't.
Those communications are classified, Lieutenant.
Yes, ma'am. But you know the Navy grapevine. They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Can't you retrofit to L3s?
You ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an upgrade?
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name. The L2s spike higher anyway. My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. That'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
Angry?
You distrust them that much?
You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified.
Like
Because the
your ass,
Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Canadics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Canadics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
You had a bad teacher.
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's military discipline for you.
Sounds like a classic drill instructor to me. The ones at the Mako boot camp were brutal.
Vernus didn't just push us because it was effective training. He liked it.
Sounds like
Anyway,
old school.
This is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
That's fair. Goodbye.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Alright, let's go downstairs. Let's do this backwards. In this room, I guess at least.
What do you want, Shepard?
Personal inquiry. Right.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Elaborate.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why leave?
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Interesting.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
It's not good. What about you?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
And what about Jared?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Interesting.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Your father.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His
Typical
men
Jared.
leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest.
Pretty brutal.
That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Is he?
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Ashley?
Commander?
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Caden.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Tell me about your family.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Sisters.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Home.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school.
Wow.
You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Mom.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Dad.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
Hell yeah. Sounds familiar.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Tell me about it.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Boys, no control.
You ask me, boys need a cold shower that lasts from age 12 to 25.
They have their uses, ma'am. Not all of them keep their brains in their pants. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
What happened with Mike?
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Wow.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Where's your father?
Where was your father during this? Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now. You read poetry? I've always liked that one. Tennyson, right?
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
It's a good piece.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
Yeah, sure he is. From the afterlife?
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Are you a fanatic? Not my place to judge. Of course not. I do too. Keep it to yourself. What does this shepherd believe? You know what? Fuck it. I do too.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who were really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
How we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
We lost a lot of the colonists. I don't see how we could have done more, but I still feel bad about it. I mean, we are out here to protect them.
Yeah. This sucks, but we did what we came there to do at least. Goodbye.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am,
Good to see you.
Personal questions.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
Anything specific?
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
How's that?
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Is this common?
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs.
My God.
Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
What'd you find?
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
So,
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
smart.
Good thinking. Lackeys are always easier to scare.
Exactly. Though in this case it paid off in a different way. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Interesting.
So he was growing spare parts in his own employees.
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off.
It's wild.
Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Best.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Don't tell me that.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
They just let him go.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but C-Sec headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Idiots.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
You're right.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Well, tell me more about him.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Give it to me.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Nice.
checking up on me, Shepard? Don't worry, I'm still here. But as soon as we stop Saren, I'm gone. My pilgrimage can't wait forever.
That's fair. That's fair. Alright. Now we go to the Citadel. Let's get out of here, guys. This was I shall land here. Alright, Presley, you're in charge. I'll let you be in charge for once. Joker gets short leave. Alliance crew.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Exterior atmosphere.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Let's go.
Exogeny officials have announced that their research colony on Pharos is being shut down. Difficult living conditions combined with poor yield of viable discoveries made it economically unfeasible to keep the colony going. Exogeny stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Hello. Commander Shepard? Commander Shepard? What's up, Conrad?
Commander.
Love?
I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
Go ahead.
What's on your mind?
With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Why would you want to be a Spectre, Conrad?
Because I wanted to show the Council what humanity can do, just like you. I'd make a great Spectre. I know you're afraid to trust people after losing your team at Akuz, but I'd never let you down.
Here's a test. Let's talk about trust. Ooh, this is hard. I love you, Conrad.
What about your wife, Conrad? She trusts you too. Aren't you letting her down?
What? I don't understand.
I need people at home. Just be yourself.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
I love you, Conrad. Goodbye.
Admiral Kahoku, a respected member of the Alliance military, has passed away.
He did not pass away. He was
The
murdered.
veteran soldier who won the love of his troops during conflict with the Batarians died of natural causes.
We didn't.
Kahoku is survived by his wife and 3 children, who are planning a small private memorial service.
Liars. Zabaleta. I guess you weren't crazy.
Hey, Back again, huh? I don't suppose you got any credits to spare.
You did know my mother.
I spoke to my mother. She told me about what happened on Mindoir.
Did she? I wonder. People tied like prize hogs, locked in cages, clawing and screaming as they're loaded into cargo pods. And we couldn't reach them. The Batarian defenses had us pinned. Dozens died trying to advance. All we could do was watch as they hauled people away. I've been looking for 13 years for something to make that sight go away. What have you got, huh?
Work with me. I wonder if that'll work.
I can't help you if you don't want to be helped. Do you really want to get over what you saw?
What? You think I drink because I like lying in the gutter? If you don't have a better option, just give me 20 credits. A good bottle of whiskey. Enough to stop the dreams.
Oh no. Oh no. No one understands. When?
You want to play the martyr? Whine to the other bums. You want to get better? Try the Veterans Office.
Okay, there we go.
We've got 7 million vets. Someone else has been through this.
You don't want to help? Fine. I'll go to the damn VAO. Got nothing else to do but talk about my feelings. You got a smart mouth, kid. Funny how your mom never mentioned that. If she wants to talk, tell her she can reach me through the Citadel VAO.
Cool. Does that mean I can talk to my mom now, or is that just, yeah, I can check it out when I get back to Normandy. Never hurts to try. What?
Reporter Kalisa Al-Jilani recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre. Commander Shepard answered difficult questions, demonstrating that under that military uniform is a keen diplomatic mind. We'll have exclusive footage later today.
How's everyone doing? Doing great, doing great. Don't think there's anything else for me to do.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members.
I love Hamlet with
The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
I think people have been judging him by his deeds for quite a while. Alright, Dean, let's go.
A research station on Noveria has reportedly been destroyed. The exact cause is currently unknown. Given the research conducted on Noveria, many are blaming the destruction on an experiment gone awry.
Yeah, basically.
Administrator Analeas has released few details, except to say that investigations and repairs are ongoing.
That's fair.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
Cool. Time to go to Nodicrux. Then we gotta level up. Let's go ahead and take Tally and Rex.
Eat this!
I think we got him, Commander.
Let's hope. These things could spring up from anywhere. They're terrifying like that. Alright, let's find out what happened to this facility. Seems like we cleared that room. Make sure we cleared the rest of it. Is that a Thorian Creeper or XB? XA? Person. XBYA. There's another one. Alright, let's go in here.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief Exogeny Researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
I need answers.
Not so fast. First, you're gonna tell me why this place is overrun with Thorian creepers.
How do you know about the Thorian?
I killed it.
I know what Exogeny was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharos. We discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. Exogeny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities. We have no direct communication with the outside, only the emergency beacon. It sends a general distress signal to the Exogeny site on Pharos. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
They did. Others of theirs.
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
I doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
Alright, and berserk creepers.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Maybe there was still some kind of link between the creepers and the Thorian back on Pharos. The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've ever studied. I can't explain how, but maybe when it died, it somehow set off the creepers here.
But that didn't make sense because you sent the distress signal. Be forward. I don't know.
I've heard all I need to.
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now.
I am.
There's no sense reporting this to the authorities, right?
What are you offering?
Maybe we can work something out.
Normally Exogeny would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Pharos. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
Okay.
Deal. Get the hell out of here.
You made the smart choice, Commander.
Your hard-sense computer tones softly, registering a deposit in your bank account from the Exogeny scientist. Your work here is done. Alright, Jessica. Let us land. Let's take our friends Kaden and Ashley.
this? God, the entire colony must have been transformed. Redeploying.
Save. Guess have your stuff, right? Okay. We got that. We got that. We got that. Next one. And what did we learn? I mean, I didn't die last time, but we always say that's what we learned. Go ahead, give you that, give you that.
point.
Alright, team. Clear the building. Could be survivors, but count on it. Did you say damn? Damn, that's right. Oh boy.
Shields disabled.
Back up. Yeah, that's a good husky. Got him. I would like you not to. Jesus, thank you. Okay. Team, I think we're good. Let's go. Let's go.
I think we got him, Commander.
I just said that. Big, empty, open room. And some stuff. A, X, B, B. Nice. I was like, what? A, Y, B, A, Y, A. Anything else? Colonial Pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. Nice. Alright, let's get out of here. Damn those Cerberus people. MSV Fidele. Alright. Let's go after Dr. Hard, Garrison, and Rex. Yeah, come this way. Whatever is out here, come this way. Oh no. right. This guy needed to die. This guy. It's Dr. Leon, Dr. Hart. They need to see Sam. Anything in here? Nope. Okay. Alright, Garrus.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Leon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
You certain?
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
Finish him.
Put him out of his misery so we can get going.
Gladly. Your days of butchering are over, Doctor.
No! Please! Please!
Rex, I swear to God, if you took Garrus's kill.
That was satisfying.
We're done here.
Good. Remember that feeling. That's how it should be.
I will, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Leon's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species, pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red. But his work has ended here. Time to head back to the Normandy. But first... Y-A-Y-X. Let us leave, gentlemen. I'm gonna go talk to Garrus real quick. Oh wait, I wanted to see if I could talk to my mom. That's right. Nope, okay. I'll go talk to Garrus real quick. Sir. Buddy, how we feeling?
Commander, what can I do for you?
What's the matter?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
Don't worry.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
All right.
Thank you, Garrus. I'll keep that in mind. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do catch him.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
Of course.
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
What are you saying?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
Agreed.
I'm glad you see it that way. I never had any intention of capturing that bastard. When I see him, he dies.
Good. The Council won't like it, but they can't stop you either. You see, this is why I want to be a Spectre. You never have to worry about bureaucratic idiots making a mess of everything.
Don't let me down.
Just make sure you're ready when it happens.
Yes, ma'am.